Greetings all, it is I, QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody else you think may like it as well. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you would like to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. My email and all my information is underneath this video, as well as my Patreon. And if you want to send me a gift, my Ask an Aquarius official wish list, or Amazon wish list, is under this video too. I'll tell you immediately, it's a bunch of decks. So today we have something very special. This is so special. I wrote to this, the creator. This is called the Become an Oracle, a magical guide to divine connection, 2nd edition. I wrote to the creator because I had never seen this before. And apparently this creator is in Europe. So let me show you guys real fast the entire box. As you can see, it is still in plastic because I wanted to open it with you guys. And let's see what's on the back of it. Take a screenshot of the back. Ooh, that glare. Let's try to get it. We're going to get it in 2 parts. Let me move my finger. So if anybody would like to screenshot it, you can get the top and the bottom. So that is the creator's name. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to butcher it. And the art is by Anastasia. I know how to say that thanks to Disney. And there is the website, coremagic.com. Okay. All right. So we're going to get it out of the plastic. So because I had never seen this deck before, you know, that always makes me very curious. And I found out, I believe they're based in Portugal. And that could be why I never saw it before. But she sent me 4 decks, guys. 4 decks to review. So this is the first one. That's why I'm doing this today, because I really wanted to get started. Alright, so here we are, out of the plastic. Okay, what kind of box is this? Ooh. That's a box. Now this box does not have any finger holes. And those of you who know about tarot boxes, when there's no finger holes on the sides, no finger holes here, it makes it a little bit more difficult to open the box. So the box is a little bit tricky to open. However, it's a very sturdy box. So if you get this deck, this box will probably last you forever. Now this is written on the inside of the box. Oh, what a beautiful... You are not alone during this ascension process. Connect to these units of consciousness because they can help and guide you. It's beautiful. So that's on the inside of the front. Then, of course, we have this amazing book. So it's a big book. It seems to have a lot of information in it. I'm going to open it up. Oh, it's in full color. Oh, that's awesome. It's in full color, guys. And let me see. Of course, they tell you how to use the cards in the very beginning. I was just looking to see really fast if there were any spreads in here that I could show you. But I don't see any spreads. I just see the table of contents. Yeah, the table of contents in the back. And of course, it says every single card and the meaning. So, as I'm flipping through, beautiful full color illustrations. Isn't that something? That's really nice work. So I'm very excited to get a look at the cards then. So let's get them out the box. So it has one of these things so they come out very easily. Pull them on out, then come out. There's nothing else inside of here. That's it. The cards come in plastic around it. I always am certain to cut these because animals and all kinds of creatures could get stuck in them. And now I'm going to show you each and every one of these beautiful cards. All right, so oh my goodness. First of all, before I even get into that, this is on top. When you get it, this is on top. It says open the gates. So I thought that was really cool. Look at the beauty of that artwork. Now, the thing about that artwork is it's very similar on the back of the card. Okay? So the consistency of the card itself, let me put this down, is this finish is like a satiny, soft. See how it's not really glaring that much? There's no gloss on it. It's just a satiny, soft kind of finish. It feels divine. Let me get a standard card. This is a standard size card. So it's larger than the standard size by height and by width. So it's a very bigger, I wouldn't say humongous. I have cards that are bigger than this, but it's a bigger card. So if you have small hands, take that into consideration. Here is the width of the paper, and that's a nice snapback. So the paper is very decent paper. These should definitely last the test of time. Now let's look at the cards. I'm going to pull this so that it's as close to you as possible and put them in one at a time. All right. Wow. I think I have to move our big crystal, guys. It seems to be in the way. Let's push this back. Let's take our little crystal and put it over there. Awesome. Now you guys can see. I want you to see how beautiful, and I want you to see every detail. There we are. So as you can see from looking at this card, this is beautiful. I love the art. Awesome. I'll show it up front, then I'll put it there. Oh, okay. I really love angels. I've been working with angels forever. So that is awesome. So I'm going to show them. I'm going to try to show them so you get all up in them. Look at that. So the first thing I'm noticing is that we have a different cultural perspective. I've so far seen which look like Africans, Native Americans, and now we're seeing different angels. So we're coming from different cultural perspectives, it looks like, and different spiritual traditions. Beautiful. I love angels. And it's cool because, as you can see, it's not just the angels, but we do have all my favorites right up front. And then you're going to see it's a lot more. It's so much going on with this vibration. It's beautiful. I love the soft colors. The artwork is just, man. The artwork for me, you guys know my biggest thing about collecting is the art. And the artwork is very soft. It puts me in a very calm mood. And like I said, these are from across the ocean. So I had never heard of this deck. And I saw this creator's work. And I contacted her. We had a lovely email exchange. And then she said, you know, I will send you some decks, plural, to use for your YouTube channel. And I'm like, oh. So when the boxes came, it was 2 boxes. And it was 4 decks altogether. And so I was like, well, I definitely have to get started on these beautiful, beautiful decks. And like I said, what I liked the most about these definitely is the artwork. But this is a very quality product. This is definitely a quality product. This is not anything, it's not a, you know, some of the times we get those cheap decks where the cards are kind of flimsy. It depends, you know, some cards are more flimsy than others. As a matter of fact, my favorite deck has the flimsiest cards. I'm not going to tell y'all which one it is, but the cards are really flimsy. So for me, when I get a deck like this one, I'm just like, wow, this is like luxury. So we definitely have angels, and now we're getting into the gods and goddesses from different cultures as well. So there's a lot of cultural. So we got the spiritual diversity. Now we're coming into the cultural diversity. So basically, like, I'm familiar. Ah, the Egyptians are here. My family has shown up. Awesome. So yeah, I love it. I love that. You guys know how I am about that. I really enjoy. I enjoy the getting a deck that anybody can use. And I feel like this deck has something for everybody. I feel like anybody could use this deck. It's not more masculine or more feminine. It's a nice balance of both. So, men or women. Oh, there's a lot of Egyptians too. Ones we don't usually see in decks I'm seeing here. But men or women could be very pleased with this deck. And of course, like I said, anybody who likes art, anybody who likes luxurious cards would be very pleased with this. Oh, look at this, guys. This is vast. So there are a lot. If you're familiar with the Egyptian tradition, the Egyptian pantheon, there are a lot. His Hathor too. Wow. There are a lot of Egyptians in here. That is so cool. My mother. Auset and Isis are the same goddess. The Greeks called her Isis. We call her Auset. For some reason, the Greeks changed people's names. I guess that was a common practice at that time, to change it to a name. And we even do that now. Sometimes people will go to a different culture and take a culture from that name. But we call her Auset. Lady Nada. Beautiful. Lady Nada. Lady Nada is one of the Ascended Masters. So if you know who the Ascended Masters are, this deck also has a lot of them. There's Lady Mary. I think we saw Sirius Bay, I think. So it's this is a nice, hodgepodge of different cultures and beliefs and things along those lines. Yeah, here he is right here, Sirius Bay. So yeah, we have angels, ascended masters now, gods, goddesses, like, yes. I love it. And I think that these are good for daily pulls. Oh, look, guys, we have dragons. So we have that. I love that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. I actually have a dragon deck, a dragon oracle, and I love to see dragons and unicorns and flowers. Oh, just look at the picture. It just adds to the mythology and the beauty of the deck. The color palettes and the color choices that they've made for this deck are awesome. I love a good fairy. Love them. They're so adorable. And there's more fairies. Okay, here's another fairy. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, this artist has a really good eye for what goes together as far as colors and how to draw you in. She reminds me of Daenerys Targaryen, that last one. Oh, we got some gnomes. See, I don't usually see gnomes. The only place I've ever seen gnomes is in it's called the Inner Child Tarot. They have gnomes. Oh, a mountain spirit. I love the clouds and the sky. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, these are quite the treat, especially, like I said, for a deck that I have never seen. And you guys know me. I look at decks all the time. So for me never to have seen a deck is pretty rare. Look at the mermaids. Oh, that is really beautiful. Man, I'm looking forward to using these. Like I said before, I feel daily pull with these, but They seem to me, I think I probably would start with daily pulls, but I think after I got to know the cards a little bit better, I think these cards would be really great to add to a tarot reading. It would be interesting to see which tarot deck I would pair with these. So if you have any ideas about a deck I could pair with this deck, let me know. Wow. The Giants. So I like it. We have a lot of mythology coming in here. We have a little bit of everything in here. I think it's awesome. Oh, here's the Sphinx. I think it's awesome how many cards represent Egypt. And I think, oh, look at this, guys. You guys know I'm into unicorns. I think it's awesome how many of these represent Egypt. And I think it's beautiful and whimsical. I think this would be a real delight to use. Merlin. Ah, I get Merlin a lot. I think it would be a real delight to use this deck. Because, you know, sometimes we talk about the feel-good decks. Because some decks are just not feel-good. You know, we all know that. And some ones are, you know, some are not meant to be. Some are meant to be more of like a shadow deck, maybe. And then there are other ones that are meant to be more of the light, I would say. And this one has that beautiful light imagery and the whimsical energy coming off of it. And the addition of the angels with the gods, the goddesses, the ascended masters. I think you would get a lot of very powerful messages from this deck. I'm very interested to see when I finally get around to pulling my own cards, which ones I get, because this is like, wow. So Neptune. Awesome. And did you notice how many cards there are? This is a pretty large oracle deck. Most of the time, they don't stick too bad either. I only had one or two, and it was only a little bit. But most of the time, an oracle deck has 44. I'm going to say is about the average, 44 to 46 cards. And this one, we're already at 58. So another thing I like for this is that you get a lot of cards. You get a whole lot of cards for your money. Uranus. So you could, yeah, you could definitely use this. This would be very fun to use with a tarot reading. I was just thinking about how, you know, the planets are coming through. Here's the moon. Love the moon. So you could also do some tie-ins with astrology and, of course, the elements. Some of these I don't recognize. Like this constellation, I must read it about this because it's beautiful. I don't recognize that one. I do recognize the Bear constellation. Okay, cool. Man, this is really awesome. And I like the fact that the background is dark. Remember I was talking about the dark shadow decks? Dark shadow decks are usually dark like this deck. But this deck doesn't have that shadow aspect. I'm sure this deck will talk to you about some of your shadows because certain cards mentioned it. I could see it immediately. But I get such a light and happy, inviting energy from this. And I'm not a border person. As you can see, it's 69 cards. Okay. And as you can see, I'm not really a border person. It's 70 actually. This is the 69th card, right? But the first one I pulled was 0. Open the gates. I forgot about that one. So there we are. So yeah, like I said before, this is a really beautiful deck. And it's, like I said, it makes me feel really good. So let's take it over. Now, shuffle-wise, let's see what I got for shuffle-wise. I'm not going to be able to shuffle too many times because I have to shuffle on my leg. But I am going to shuffle them just to see. Oh, yeah. It shuffles like a dream, people. Oh, yeah. If you're somebody that shuffles that way, or if you overhand shuffle, like I'm doing now, both ways work. So on this full moon, I asked for a message for the collective. Let's see what message we get, collective. I shall. Alright, so here's our collective message. Jupiter. I really love Jupiter. Let me pull it out some so you can read it. Take a look at that. Jupiter. Generosity, centering, maturity, and calm. We're going to put Jupiter inside so you can enjoy the art. There we go. There. Now, I'm going to see how easy it is for us to find it in the guidebook. I noticed there was a table of contents in the back, so I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to go to Jupiter, number 57. Yep, it's on page 31. And I'm going to tell you what Jupiter says. It says, people have been observing this planet since ancient times. It is named after the Roman god Jupiter, the king of the gods. It is linked to generosity and tolerance, and it helps people to stay calm and cope with difficulties. From our journeys, we discovered that this planet teaches us mastery of time, how to stay committed to our soul mission, and how to raise our vibration so that negative influences quit our bodies. If this planet appears in your life now, ask yourself this question. Where do I put my energy at the moment? Gather your power and turn it inwards instead of spreading it. Concentrated energy. Get grounded. Accept what was there and accept the stories you have. Alright, so I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the generosity. I'm feeling the tolerance. I'm feeling the concentration of energy, the grounding and the centering. Today is the full moon, so that is an awesome message for today. So yeah, I'm cool. I'm happy. I'm so happy with this. This is awesome. One of the best things about this guidebook is, look at that. I love these. I love how it's full color and the art is just beautiful. Alright guys, so if you want to get this beautiful deck, underneath this video, I'm going to put all the information at the top. It's going to be at the very top where you can buy it at. And she has other decks. I'm going to show all 4 of the decks that I have. So if this one doesn't suit your fancy, there's 3 other ones you might like. And they're in different sizes. This is actually, if I'm correct, the largest one. So stick around. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to show you the rest of the decks from this beautiful artist and this wonderful creator. Yeah, let me see. Yes, this is awesome. And again, I'm going to remind you of her name so I don't have to butcher. I don't want to butcher it. The artist and the creator. And there it is. So you guys, you come back soon because I have a lot more to say and a lot more things to show you. All right. Bye-bye.